What's up creatives, this is Tom, welcome back to another video. So I have just started posting on TikTok, and yeah, I know that I'm late to the game, but it does take me a little while to sort of start on a new social media platform, but I'm pretty glad I have started this one, as it seems like a lot of fun, very short, but quite digestible content. Anyway, it got me thinking about the best way to create content for TikTok, and what I thought is I would take you through that process, sort of start to finish, take you through creating or editing a piece of content for TikTok as a platform. I'm going to kind of talk about everything from sizing through to aspect ratio, and also what type of content or how you want your content to be different than editing for other platforms. TikTok is obviously focused around music, so you want your videos to be short, high impact, and obviously have a great soundtrack. In terms of aspect ratio, you want your videos to be 9:16, so it's almost opposite to YouTube. If you're shooting with a phone, all you're going to want to do is shoot in sort of portrait orientation. Avoid shooting landscape like this and shoot portrait like this. But if you're shooting with a camera like this, what you're going to want to do is to basically change the orientation that you're shooting from and have it go from horizontal to portrait. An alternative would be to shoot 4K and give yourself enough resolution to play around with in the edit. In my opinion, a lot of the magic happens in the edit for a TikTok video. So let's jump into Final Cut Pro. These techniques will pretty much work with any other video editor. All right, so we're over here now on the computer. I am actually going to use footage from a previous one of my videos. This one was on levitation photography, and I think it might make quite a good little snippet for TikTok. I guess kind of as mentioned, ideally you want to be shooting your videos portrait, but I'm going to show you a few tips in this video or in this edit as to how you can use landscape footage as well if you have some of that, but you think that it might make quite good TikTok content. All right, so we're here in Final Cut now. So first of all, what we want to do is obviously create a project. So we're going to go to New Project and then go down here on the video sizing and go to Custom. So the resolution you're going to want is 1080 by 1920, and then choose your frame rate, obviously which one you choose you want most comfortable. If you're using phone footage, this is going to fit directly into that, which is going to be great. So let's press OK, and this is obviously phone size, as you can see now. So as I mentioned, I'm using footage that is slightly larger, obviously shot landscape and in 4K, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my clip here, go down like this. Let's kill the audio on that section. I'm also going to just ever so slightly color correct this nice and quickly. So let's drop a little LUT on there and just apply a pretty quick grade. So you can see that this little clip sort of fits within the frame, and we don't want that obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump the size up, the scale, until this sort of fits. So it looks like the 3:2:3 sort of sizing will work. And then we can just pull this along to where we want this action to happen. So let's cut this around here. And then I'm going to put the track in, the track of choice for this. So I've got a clip here that I got from Epidemic Sound. A link to that will be down in the description if you're curious. So let's drag that into our timeline. And I've just selected the area of the clip where I want this, where I want it on the video. So you can see that I've kind of got it on the drop for the beat. Let's zoom in here a bit. So I actually want this a little bit further back, so I want the drop to be around that 8-second mark. Let's cut it about here. That should be a good place to start our video. Just going to extend that ever so slightly. So it's going to start on some Scrabble tiles dropping into frame here. I'm going to move this slightly along. So we have a cut here. And then I'm also going to put in my next section of clip. Just for the sake of speed, I'm going to just apply a same grade across this here. So let's go to apply the same LUT. Zoom in on this clip again. So that's 3:2:3. I'm going to cut this, make this just a little bit more snappy, and that's kind of the general theme with TikTok, is you just want everything to be snappy, everything to be tight. You can see that this is taking shape as to something which you might see on the TikTok platform. Let's play this again. So now let's get the next section of the clip. I'm going to use these little bits where I'm sort of holding up the letters. Again, let's do the same thing, and I'm just going to apply a grade on there, just a custom LUT grade, and then also I'm just going to add a color wheel and bring some of those highlights down. Let's go back to the scale, and we can bump that right up. 3, 2, 3. So I actually think that this clip doesn't really work when you size it up like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack these clips directly on top of each other so we can pull this down in size. I'm going to go around about 162, about there. So let's go over to generators here, click generators, go custom. I'm actually going to shorten this track because I don't need so much room here. Okay, so we're going to want this to turn this white. So let's go over here, drag this down to be white, as you can see. And then I'm going to go into the additional section, get the second little clip here, kill the audio again. I'm going to click Command C and Command Shift V, and that's going to bring up this paste attributes section. I'm just going to paste the whole lot and then move this down in position. And then we want this obviously stacked on top of each other. So we're going to want both of those to cut just here. I'm actually going to put the audio back on this clip here as well. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to reduce this ever so slightly, and then we're pretty much ready for our final clip, which for me in this case is the photo. So we're going to put this in, and I'm going to zoom this right in, and you can see right away that the sizing is just not going to look great for this, as you can see. But I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to basically stack this on top of each other. So Command C, Command V to paste it on top of each other. I'm going to move this down, and then we also want one above it, so let's go up here, move this directly above to make sure that that looks somewhat similar. That's looking pretty good now to me, so we're going to extend this ever so slightly. Let's have a look at this now from the start. So I think to just improve this just a little bit, this second screen, or where the photo is actually sort of being revealed, this clip here, what I'm going to do is I want to actually animate this up. So I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to go to New Compound Clip. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to assign a scale keyframe to this. So we're going to click the keyframe section here, and then I'm going to click the keyframe section here and just drag it up to maybe 115. So we should get almost like a little bit of a zoom effect, which I think is going to look quite good, or just a little bit more dynamic than what we were looking at before. So let's watch that back. Alright, so here we are. This is live on my TikTok now, and I think this is what I like about the platform, is that I posted this just a few days ago, and with an account with pretty much 0 following, this video already has a couple of thousand views on it, so it's just a really interesting platform at the moment. There we go, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy it or have learned something, please hit the thumbs up on the video down below. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and I will catch you guys next time.